Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel's Mike's Talks and Thoughts here. Back again today with a holiday highlights video. Now, I know I haven't come out with one of these in a long time here, but for Halloween here, one of the big three holidays, I would say, Thanksgiving and Christmas, of course, being the other two that will come later on this year. And for this, we're going to be showcasing 10 Halloween related TV episodes that you should check out here. These are going to be some of my personal favorites here, and just ones that you gotta watch or give a watch to on Halloween. Will be a great time. And I've done this series before with other ones, but those ones I usually did 5 episodes because there were smaller little holidays. There were still big holidays, but smaller in the TV world. Halloween has so many TV episodes, and I just picked 10 of my favorites here and to showcase for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the list. Starting here at number 10, we have Greg Pakaitis from Parks and Recreation. This episode is a season 2 episode here, and of course Parks and Rec, a comedy following this guy named Greg Pakaitis here who vandalizes the park every Halloween, and Leslie's little journey to try and catch him. And it's really, really interesting just seeing their dynamic back and forth. She keeps thinking that everything is on him, and finally, trying to place the blame onto Greg. It's just a really fun little episode, a lot of great jokes, and you also have Anne's party that takes place in this episode, and Tom trying to relive and make the party a lot better. Really solid episode. Season 2 here for this episode, and again, just one you like seeing little crazy teenager, and of course Leslie Knope's antics. You will love this episode. Coming here at number 9, we have Halloween from That 70s Show, another season 2 episode here. This one is a real interesting one where we see the whole gang going to this abandoned building here, and them looking at permanent records here for the school, and also seeing Fez sort of learn about Halloween, which was absolutely amazing to see, and easily one of my favorite lines from the whole episode being, "Where's my candy, you son of a bitch?" Absolutely great. Love Fez in this episode. He is like the standout, but I also really like their dynamics going into this building and finding out secrets on everyone, and it was really, really cool to see. Just another great one. Get a little bit of that horror, but it is still in that comedy aspect, and a great episode to watch for Halloween. Coming here next at number 8, we have Tricks and Treats from Freaks and Geeks. Of course, a season 1 episode because this is the only season of Freaks and Geeks, but this is such a classic and underrated episode, and just such a cool episode. One of my favorites of the whole show. We see, the Freaks and Geeks dealing with Halloween. Lindsay, of course, trying to fit in with the freaks here and going out and doing her own thing with her parents want her to stay. Sam over here, him, Bill, and Neil finding these costumes and, trying to fit in on Halloween. They're freshmen in high school, and are they going to get made fun of, and seeing their costumes and how wacky they can get. Especially Bill's. Bill's is one of my favorites and funniest from the show here. And we see the dilemma here of Lindsay and, of course, going out with the freaks and vandalizing houses and hitting Sam here with the eggs. And, really good life lesson at the end to, support your family, and, you want to have fun with your friends, but you got to try and balance that friends and family life as well. So a really great episode from Freaks and Geeks. Coming here next, number 7, we have The Office, and we have Halloween. Of course, another episode titled Halloween, another season 2 episode here. This is the first Halloween episode for The Office here, and of course had to start out with a bang, and we see how Michael here is put with this dilemma of having to fire someone by the end of the month, and really crazy antics, and putting a damper on the Halloween party here. We see all the characters finally getting dressed up and seeing these nice little costumes that they have. In the later seasons they maybe have some better costumes moving forward here, but this is where it starts it all, and season 2 is one of my favorite seasons here. Of course, you can't have a Office episode without Jim pulling a prank on Dwight here. Really great to see, and just really sets the tone here for The Office on Halloween. If you ever been to an Office Halloween party, you know how crazy them things can get. So yeah, number 7 here at The Office, Halloween. Coming here at number 6, we have the Slutty Pumpkin from How I Met Your Mother. This is a absolutely classic episode from season 1 here. We see Marshall and Lloyd trying to enter a costume contest here, and we see them hosting this Halloween party at their apartment here, and of course Ted here from way back in the day has been trying to find the Slutty Pumpkin, someone who we met on Halloween, and that's a big running joke throughout the entire show. And we see him, of course, as the Hanging Chad, and Barney comes in, and a lot of great different costumes here, and Barney just absolutely lives it up. And we see, of course, Robin and Ted. This is, of course, still at the very beginning of the show where Robin and Ted are, going through that phase here of trying to see if they're gonna get together by the end of the season. And it's just a nice, really fun, classic, relaxing episode, one that will make you get your spirits up and make you want to go out for a costume contest for Halloween. Coming here at number 5, we have the Middle Earth partying him from The Big Bang Theory season 1 episode here. And honestly, this is one of my favorite episodes of the entire show. I know Big Bang Theory gets a lot of hate from a lot of people, but I still think it has some good episodes. And honestly, if you're looking for a really good episode of the show, this is one to watch. This is, of course, a episode that really hits you hard, especially at first. A lot of emotions are running through. Leonard, of course, trying to impress Penny here at the party that she's throwing here, and her ex-boyfriend comes in and makes a huge appearance because he's super strong. And there's so many great funny moments and funny one-liners. I love the moment where they all are picking out their costumes and they all come in as the Flash, and then Raj says, if we walk behind each other all night, it will look like one person going really fast. One of my favorite lines from that episode. They just so many great one-liners, especially between Sheldon and Leonard, and throwing Penny's ex-boyfriend into the mix, and the heartwarming part at the end between Leonard and Penny. Great moment, great episode, probably at least in the top 20 episodes of the whole show for me, maybe even in my top 10. It's a really good episode, and one that you gotta watch for Halloween. Coming here number 4, we have Scaredy Pants from SpongeBob here, another season 1 episode. These season 1 and season 2 episodes are so great for Halloween here. And in this episode, we see SpongeBob here. He's trying to be scary for Halloween, and we get the Flying Dutchman here, who actually is scary, and SpongeBob trying to fit in. And it's a really cool little episode here. They have this Halloween party that's going to be happening at the end, and the Flying Dutchman, of course, trying to scare people here, and SpongeBob's kind of ruining it. And then, of course, SpongeBob trying to be scary. Him and Patrick, the back and forth dilemma where Patrick ends up, making him shaped like a ghost. And then we see at the end of the episode when he flies on in SpongeBob and they unmask him, and it's just his brain. Really great. A lot of great funny moments. Just a classic episode from one of the most classic shows of all time. Coming in here at number 3, we have a regular show, Terror Tales of the Park 2. Now for this one, season 4 episode here, and you can go with pretty much any of the Terror of the Tales, especially the first 3, but for me, the second one is my favorite. It follows the same format as another show that we're going to be talking about here in a minute here, with 3 different little stories here. And we see the first episode here, the first skit is Mordecai and his uncle, and not paying his uncle back, and we see how his uncle ends up dying, and it ends up chasing after him, and at the whole time it was just to give him his money back. Really, really great, and just a really good episode. First part of the episode, and then you have Party Bus, where Mordecai, Margaret, Rigby, and Eileen go on this party bus, and you find out that the party bus isn't what it seems to be, and just the driver, and it's nice little Halloween vibes, and you get older, you party till you drop, and then when you go in reverse, it makes you younger. really great little scene. A little bit hard to describe here, but you definitely want to check that one out. And then the last one, the wallpaper man, another one, just he'll do the whole wall for free, and then he ends up not being who you think he is, and taking everyone hostage. Really, really great. I think Party Bus is my favorite of the three, though. So yeah, regular show comes in number 3 here. And that episode here that I was talking about, the regular show, for number 2 here, we have The Simpsons, the OG of the 3-part little Halloween episodes. They're still doing it to this day, and we have Treehouse of Horrors 5. I think that's the best one here, and that is a season 6 episode. A lot of great little references, and really like all 3 storylines, the shiny one being my favorite. A little homage to, of course, the movie, and going into the lodge. Really, really great. Time and Punishments, the second one, that one's also really great, where we get a lot of time traveling elements in there. And the last one, Nightmare Cafeteria, a really, really solid one as well, that of course takes place in the school. Just so much to describe here with those 3, and so much nostalgia with that one, because it just hits on so many different levels. I think it's just a little bit better than the regular show one. The Simpsons, just the OG's the best to do it for the Halloween episodes, but it is not my number 1. But number 1 for me is gotta be Modern Family Halloween in season 2 here. This, if you said pick an episode to watch on Halloween, this is the one. This one has just a lot of great jokes. It's probably in the top 10 best Modern Family episodes of all time. It's that good, just not even like a standalone Halloween episode, just such a good episode in general. You see Claire and how she has all this great energy and loves Halloween. It's her favorite holiday, and is trying to set up this haunted house here, which is like the focal point of the episode. We see Mitchell here going to work dressed as Spider-Man when like no one else dresses up, and he gets like stuck in the bathroom trying to find ways to escape. And it's super funny, really great moment. And we find out that Cam, of course, has like a traumatic Halloween experience here, and it just, the family dynamics of everyone, and Jay and Manny even get into some antics as well. It's really, really funny. I love the ending, just where they're all doing their little skit for Halloween, the haunted house, and just the family going back and forth. It's so funny, so great. Just the embodiment of Halloween is that episode, and comes in here at number 1 on my list for the holiday highlights, Halloween edition. So yeah, that's going to do it, everyone. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the holiday highlights back. I know it's one that I haven't been doing too much on the channel, but hopefully you guys enjoy and be prepared for Thanksgiving and the Christmas editions here. So yeah, take care, everyone, and peace out.